What the hello? What the fuck? Who the fuck's that on the roof? What the fuck?
You should probably pick up your bike. Way to take care of it.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
What are you hungover?
Me? No.
Slur in your speech? What is that?
I don't know. I guess I'm tired.
Guess you're tired.
Yeah, like a little bit, I suppose. I don't sleep much. Who's not on the roof?
I have no fucking idea.
I didn't think you were actually real, to be honest.
Who the fuck is that?
I have no clue.
Why are they in my spot?
You have a spot?
I'm pretty sure. That legitimately is a local and is fucking with me.
There's 2 chairs, 3 chairs actually. Yeah, she's sitting in a chair. There's a chair in the chimney, and then there's another chair like below her, on the roof. What the fuck am I? It's like on the side there. Huh?
I need to fix this.
What does that mean? What the f? Well. What the fuck? Did he knock my bike over? This motherfucker. Oh. Huh. The fuck? TJ. What the fuck? Jesus, what the?
That's my spot.
Fair. I guess that makes sense. I suppose. I don't. Huh. Huh. I don't actually expect to see you here.
And I haven't seen you here yet. I've seen a lot of other people, but not you.
Mm. Yeah. I actually came out here to leave something for you.
No. I guess I could take my pick. I'll have 5 of them in this bag. Which one do you want?
Oh, I've got
Apparently,
one.
everyone thinks. Go ahead, take a look. Guess that's how I've been remembered in Sanguine. In prison.
Jesus. Yeah, no, it's. That's really funny. That's actually that's kind of funny, to be fair.
Oh, I guess it's on point, on brand at this point, isn't it?
Hmm. Everyone's remembered for something to different people, I guess.
A lawn chair.
I mean, it was pretty.
If I had to
you know.
choose what I'd be remembered for, I'm not sure I'd take a lawn chair as being top of my list.
Nah, but that's TJ. People back in the day that like lawn chairs. Yeah, TJ liked these lawn chair. Maybe people think it was the cowboy hat or the white cut or whatever, or the Lamborghini.
I mean, if you brought me a Lamborghini, I wouldn't have to know.
No,
But I'm not saying no to lawn chair either.
no, I don't have that kind of money. I've got lawn chair money, but I ain't got a fucking Lamborghini money.
I mean, if you get Lamborghini money, once again, I'm happy to accept, but I don't think I can drive it, unfortunately.
I don't really. Yeah, I mean that. The logistics of that are kind of weird in my head. No, I'm gonna get hung up on that one.
Don't think about it too much.
Yeah, no. Ed told me a while back that he's seen you here. This was fucking months ago now. But I guess we just not ran into each other. Blank expression of the name I have. And I mean, with the amount of people that are late to come up here with everything that's going on, and other than Norman, the other guy, probably a lot more people that have been around here rather than myself. So.
There's way too much up here at this point. It doesn't matter any warning, doesn't matter any caution, just it's thrown to the wind when it comes to this place anymore, it seems like.
Yeah, it's hot stove, right? Everyone wants to put their hand on it just to see what happens.
Not even just that. Or it was... You did something, there was an immediate consequence to it. When Barry was around, pretty sure he tried to choke me out and then beat some sense into me for even considering any of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I
Yeah.
can't even give someone a stern talking to without them saying fuck you and I'm out.
People are emotional.
No,
It's,
I understand. I think it's slipping in terms of what is or should be even considered at this point. Guarantee you, once again, if Barry was here, he'd probably murder half the people that have been here talking to him.
and I've not got that about it, honestly. The only person that really upholds the don't talk to Norman or don't go up there is Finn. Kind of stalwart, and ever since Norman sort of reappeared, and then obviously with everything that went on with Finn and the other guy, I'm sure he's a bit harsher with it now.
Finn's always been very good with it, actually, ever since then and still now. I've seen him here a total of once, and that was to give me what I have on.
Looks good.
Thank you.
That's he's good like that. He doesn't fuck around with it. And if he does fuck around, then he finds out, and then he makes sure other people don't fuck around and find out.
Wasn't always the best with it, but give him credit. That's due. He's learned.
Yeah, Finn, he's a good one.
So you came up for a lawn chair.
Partially, I guess, and to see if you were real or not, because the amount of people, yeah, well, not the amount of people, there's only a couple people that mentioned it, and I didn't believe it, so, I guess seeing is believing, and here you
Tell you what I
are.
tell everybody else. You can come here, you can think I'm not, you think that I am, you can think I'm a portion of your memory, a fragment of it, whatever it is that you want. That's up to your own decision. I don't try to force people to do or believe or whatever it is. Everyone has their own thoughts, their own decisions.
Whether you're real or not, it doesn't really matter to me. It's, you're here. That's. If you're a figment of my imagination or my slipping consciousness or uncertainty, then it is what it is. You're just as real as anyone else, I guess. It's not.
Anything else in your mind?
A lot of things, I suppose. I mean, probably too many things to count, if I'm honest. There's not. It's the life that we live is one that comes with so many burdens.
A burden if you let it. Seriously. It's not a burden if that's what you want to do. It's not a burden if you treat it as such.
I suppose. I think I get hung up on the people we've let go or the people that have left or been removed forcefully. Even if I had a hand in that, it's still day to day, every single fucking day. Something that just sits there in the back of my head.
You can learn from it to the point where you have to get over it and move on from it. Or else you're going to continue living in the past, and that's not a place you want to live. It'll pass you by, and you're just going to be a viewer, not taking control of anything else around you. A lot of people come up here and they say that I want to do this, I want to do that. Okay, do it. No one's gonna hold a gun to your head and force you to do something. You gotta do it yourself.
Yeah. Like, I mean, living in the past is it's a luxury not to be used and abused and lingered on, I guess. Is
How's everything else been?
rocky, I think, for some. Probably for people more in the know than I am. But otherwise, I think things are going good. People are quietly fixing how they used to act and acting more in line with goals and what we want to be known for and what we live for and strive for. And I guess just more people are seeing the bigger picture, I think.
Don't sound too happy about it. Cheer up, big man. Come on now.
I'm happy.
Are you?
Yeah. I mean, well, sometimes
You
I'm
don't
happy.
seem it right now. Believe me. Give me like put a boot to your ass real quick and say, "Hey, cheer the fuck up."
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm happy. Life's good. You
You
know,
should.
you get, yeah. I mean, mostly, you know, you get those fleeting moments of, or those rough patches, I guess. You know, there was a lot of shit that happened after you died, and a lot of that shit sticks with me. But like you said, you can't sit in the past, right? The guilt of shit that I did, even if it was for the betterment of the club and the betterment of the motive and the ideals that we strive for, you know, letting someone that you love and care for and see yourself with forever get a bullet in the head, fucked with me a lot. And I contributed to her being blotted out of the club, so yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I get stuck on that, but other times it's easier, I guess.
It's hard to say, but you just need to accept it. Accept that you had a hand in it and move forward with it. If it comes up, yeah, you did. Is it going to help you in any way? Let yourself grieve it, but in reality, you just need to accept it.
Acceptance comes easy for some people.
I understand, absolutely. It's different for everyone. Accepting is the only way to get past it.
How did you get so wise? You've always been kind of, I don't know, different than most.
Maybe because I've seen most sides that people only view things usually on what it is as a criminal side. I've been on nearly every one of them. Came here as a cop. Moved to be a criminal. Hated everything about the other side of my previous life, and it always balanced the two of them. I guess part of it has become acting what I believed on and in. If I sat here every single day and just spouted about what I think should happen instead of doing it, and I'd be speaking about thoughts and ideas and not actual experiences. A lot of people like to speak from those thoughts and ideas, but they don't particularly actually know what it's like to do that. That's why people always say, you know, remembered for what you do and how you make people feel, etc. But not a lot of people actually do what they mean. And so when it came to leaving PD, I was the first to do that. Came to the war, I meant everything I did with the war. When it came to taking down the government and everything else and what we did there, I meant everything I said. Every twat that I put out there, everything that I did, I lived every part of that. I didn't just theorize and say it. I came back to go be the treasurer was because truly I did want to actually build this city back again. It was one of Barry's goals, was that we had people in every facet of life and government areas and loud and proud and wherever it needed to be. So yes, said, hey, do you want to take up the people that on the government side of things, the ones that are quiet members, the ones that don't want to be known? I said, sure. It's embodying what you believe in and acting on it.
Yeah.
Tell me, if a 1% MC was truly a 1% MC that was always opposed to oppose a government and live the ideals that they believed in, but they had the opportunity to shape the own ideals afterwards, is still truly a 1% MC. Now, I'm not saying to contest what the actual thought of it is, but if they're given the opportunity to do so, and to part those ideals upon a bigger system, isn't the 1% MC then spreading?
I think it changes, becomes something better, bigger, newer. Still has the same ideals and the reasons, but it's I guess it infects and becomes something better and bigger.
I guess you can say that I tried to impose what those ideals were. A fair system, one that I think we all would have believed in. One that didn't allow others to just impose their own free will upon us. That hopefully exists, so yeah. Try to make a difference with the government side to it too, right? It's not always anti-government, it's the ideals of what's behind it.
I think it's interesting. Something that everyone asks me whenever someone new joins the club is why I joined. And funnily enough, it always comes back to those twats that you put out. In part, I suppose, but roughly, I think that was.
The twats out of everything is a
They were the spark. They were the little hint to change me from being, at the time, someone that only fought for himself and making his own money and making my own fun and enjoyment and only caring about me and then transforming it into fighting for something bigger than yourself, fighting for actual change, and for something that stood larger than any individual. Like, that was the more flowery way to put it, but that was ignited with those twats about the government and the corruption and the boots on necks and all that type of shit.
You know, I went to go visit Finn in prison the other day.
Mm.
He has no idea when his court case is going to be scheduled. I don't have access really to the phone or a docket by any means, but you know, something in terms of a justice maybe that you could even fight for yourself. How long are they recommending? They recommend 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. How long is he spending in there? Is it longer than the certain amount? Because if his stay is longer than a certain recommended time, why is he there? There's always injustices that can be corrected. Sure, maybe he fucked up with something. Maybe he's innocent of it. But reality is, why is he sitting there for as long as he needs to? Being able to point out the things that are wrong and fucked up and acting on them.
Yeah, I think it's always been a rough one for people that... I think a lot of people feel forgotten, I guess, when that happens, but correcting the injustices and correcting the mistakes or oversights of the government or whomever. I guess I've never really thought about that specifically.
Guarantee if Twitter was a thing and I was still alive and any mindset that I was in then, guarantee I'd be fighting for that right now. There's always something, at least, that you can be done. Big or small, doesn't matter. The Sanguine one was just probably the apex of majority of the shit. It was kind of the culmination of a lot of different things, and I'm never going to get to that point again. But there's other things that you can still do, you know? That's part of the reason that I'm even still around here is the 2 chuckle fucks that are here. Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Guess that's my new fight, huh?
Always fighting.
Stubborn son of a bitch, what do you expect?
Yeah, you're not wrong. Is he really Norman's brother?
Well, yes and no. He takes the form of Norman's brother. Is he Norman's brother? No. That's it? That's like a comforting home. Do I seriously? I might just have to kick your ass like right now.
No. I'm thinking about it. I'm contemplating, because Norman, once upon a time, I came here. At his request, he texted me after we went back and forth on something. I think it was after Winston got blooded out, and I questioned him and asked him about something, and then I came up here, and he told me the story. He told me the story of his childhood, and told me about him and his brother and his parents. I never really questioned whatever happened to his brother afterwards. Kinda didn't want to overstay my welcome. At the time Norman felt different. He he gave me closure on something on my brother, and almost seemed strangely comforting at the time, and then now obviously he's not the same. But yeah, I guess I never really thought about the brother thing. Kind of, what, puppeteering a meat suit to, I don't know, lure people in, false sense of security. Does he need a body?
Not particularly, no.
It was something I was thinking about.
They always say that they're with us when we are born, and they have been with us way before that, and they still exist after we pass. But no, they don't. It's the hand that guides, it's silent, that you don't see type of deal is what he will continually tell you. But at this point, it's to put a name to a face, and that's apparently why he's here.
Yeah, I've seen what he can do. He did it to Finn. But Finn is fine now, I think. At least he says he is, so.
So what's next for you?
I don't know. Truthfully, I genuinely don't know. I don't really like to plan anything long term. It's not really a luxury a lot of people are given.
You're just existing, or what?
Vaguely, I guess, if I can call this existing. I'm trying to help out where I can with people. I care as much as I help out with making sure we have money and we're doing jobs and stuff. I care about people's mental well-being and their physical well-being more than I do a lot of other things. Still striving to uphold everything I can. Everything that I agreed to when I put on my fucking prospect jacket and when I put on this patch. It's...
Gotta be something more, man.
Has to be something more.
Yeah. I'm gonna be truthful, it sounds depressing as hell.
I mean, you lived this life once upon a time.
Yeah. I found something outside of the club as well that I needed to keep myself occupied, so I never felt like I was just existing.
It's a good point. There is more to life, I guess. Even if everything seems so minuscule when you've got fucking horsemen of the apocalypse roaming around doing whatever the fuck they do. And ghosts.
Take offense to that ghost one, man, buddy.
Well, would you rather Spectre, Phantom?
No, I don't. When you head out of here, why don't you actually think about that?
I will. Yeah, I will take time to think about, I guess, everything that you said.
I'm not happy hearing that you're just existing, and the tone of the sound of that just is not comforting.
No. I don't know. There's so much I want to say and so much I'm not sure on what I want to say. You know, there's so much, variables and uncertainty and I don't know, man. Fucking.
Control what you can. That's it.
Mm,
Don't worry about the shit you can't control. Like, realistically, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be stuck into a past with these things. Because what's going to happen is if you don't take control of the shit around you and what's happening to either you or to others now, then guess what? Someone else is going to decide it for you. And it's not going to be in your favor. They're not going to look out for the next person. And that's not just for this shit here, that's for everything. Control what you can. Make sure that you are looking out for you. That's it. Because you can't always count that anyone else is going to look out for your behalf, man.
it's solid advice. I don't think I've really gone before. Protect your peace.
Yeah, I always think maybe I should take some of my own at times. I forget that.
Hardest to take your own advice, right? It's easier to tell other people what the right thing to do is when you're looking at their problems, but when you look at your own, you can't work out, or you just can't accept that your own advice might be better than no advice.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Very, very true.
Hmm. Do you remember anything that happened on your before you I guess crossed over?
Yeah. Forget anything.
I mean, in the hospital. Do you remember any of it?
My words of advice with that is never attend your own funeral, but yeah, I do.
Yeah, everyone wanted to say something. Me included.
Yeah. That was the worst one-sided conversation you can ever have.
Hmm. I meant everything I said. Everything I cared to say at the time.
I appreciate them.
Don't think there's really ever been anyone else in Los Santos that has looked out for me, even if not directly, outside of you. So.
I'd say there probably are.
Maybe. You put me on this path, though. I don't think I would have joined an MC if not for the hotel and everything surrounding that, and then everything after that.
Yeah. It's amazing, I guess, you just kind of think there and power of a word and a phone. I guess some spare cash can do.
Yeah, the amount of people, the people I know that were around back then and did some of the similar stuff, all of them have a similar sort of mindset to what me and I think they're all quite thankful for being given something at a time where they may have not been given the same opportunities.
Well, I guess you're welcome in a way. Is that I don't even want to say it like that, but
No, I think you could say you're welcome. I mean, sure, you paid me and a few other people to kill people or torture people, but sometimes you
yeah.
need to do that to make actual change.
Nowadays, you talk to me, I'd probably be the complete opposite end of all that shit.
Well, you're different now. You're not bound by the same shit that you were bound with in life. It's you're living a completely different life. Not life, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what you'd call it,
You
but
could consider it that. No, it is different because I don't care about the same things that I cared about then. I could give two shits less about the government. I gave two shits less about day-to-day activities or boosting or money or anything. I can tell you, I don't care. I care about is more, I guess, morality questions, right and wrong. Making sure that someone else's ability to do something isn't impeded by something unnatural.
that's fair. Well, I mean, why would you care about the things in life like that and the government, this thing, etc., when you've got bigger fish to fry?
It's not even that, honestly. I came back here, it wasn't even anything with them. Truthfully. The reason I started caring again is because there's individuals that didn't need to be involved that were getting involved with it. And it's putting their lives and others at risk for no reason. Because of the promise of someone that says that he doesn't lie, but once it's all said and done, oops, I lied. I've dealt with it. I've dealt with him. I don't want others to make the same mistake, but they continually do.
Curiosity killed the cat. I remember asking you why you came back to Los Santos. The reasons why you came back were really simple, Prison, Jaeger. And then you stuck around.
Mm-hmm.
I think I regret not coming up to the lumber mill more often at that time, but, I mean, can't change anything now.
Don't worry about that. I don't think I was ready myself to do anything, truthfully.
Don't think we're ever really ready, though. Sure, we can be ready to do some things, but then there's bigger things, like joining a 1% MC where you've spent however many years not doing criminal things, you've spent it on the run by yourself. No contact with anyone, you turn yourself in or you get arrested. And then you're kind of nudged by everyone telling you, yeah, you're ready to join a 1% MC. You're ready to join it, yeah. No, don't wait. You should join. If you don't like it afterwards, we'll find ways to make it easier for you. And then for other people, like me, I was all too happy to join back up.
Yeah, there's a lot of thoughts I had coming back here and being ready or not. I don't think if Barry didn't ask me, I don't think I would have. I can't say no to him.
He kind of has that personality that you can't say no to.
So having the personality, I've known him for so long. I've been involved way too much, and he's given me way too much as well. And I can't say no to that.
I feel that. For what it's worth, I'm glad you did, though.
Yeah, happens for a reason, right?
Everything happens for a reason. Was that you on the block that day with the fucking clocks?
Hey, you can't have some fun sometimes.
I mean, fair enough. It was Halloween. It was Halloween. I remember Finn going, "No, it's probably just TJ. He was the clock guy." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Yeah.
You ever know what the clocks meant?
No. Never asked.
So, when I went from being a cop to BBMC, I had temporarily passed away. I was revived by a doctor and given a second chance, but in the meantime, wasn't always here. I guess you can call it one's own form of purgatory, where all I heard was clocks ticking and ticking and ticking. Repeated with the phrase "do it," which is the last thing that I heard before I was shot. The clocks are a constant reminder to me that time was always ticking, but when I was there, my time was not. But by that time, I was dead. Time stops. The construct of something that we put a value to and has a meaning that we also assign value to it as well. It's the reality as to why clocks actually mean something to me, because when I came back, you always saw me with a watch, even to now. So I still wear one. But right now, mine doesn't tick. Each time that I was alive, it was a reminder that time is truly ticking. Hello, McNulty. Back for your daily checkup?
Yeah, welfare check. We had a call of a 1010 in the area.
A 1010? What the hell's a 1010?
A fight in progress. You want to do a welfare check, make sure nobody's got a bullet in their head or is having a kick shitted out of them.
Oh, I Sparta kicked a lady that was sitting in my spot off the roof.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah.
Kicked a... Oh, the one that...
So, what are you doing here on your own, amigo?
Me, I was just, chilling, relaxing.
Just by yourself?
By himself? No, he's got his very thin friend over here. he's hard to see. Look, he doesn't work out a lot. I don't think he eats enough. He's just really thin.
Amigo, have you been doing drug?
Me? Nah, I'm chilling.
You are the only person here.
Well,
But yeah, I mean, well.
okay. Well, now that you're okay, we're gonna get out of your hair, right?
Thank you.
Be safe, you two. For protection.
You know, for saying that someone's
Hey!
not here, you're
Ay!
standing awfully close and looking directly at me.
Hola, Llorona. Oh, shit.
McNulty, you train him well, apparently, huh?
He's LSPD, bro.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
You come up here often, McNulty?
Pretty regularly, yeah. He does his daily check-in.
You're so funny. You're so dumb. Fair enough, I guess. I mean, yeah. This guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
So the clocks, they were a reminder,
Oh.
I guess.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
No, that once again is a reminder that as long as that clock still ticks, there's still time to do whatever needs to happen. That you're alive and you should cherish that. Because when that stops, everything else stops. Also helped keep me sane that I was living an actual life at some point. Usually, if it stopped ticking, it would drive me mildly insane at some points. Happened in prison a few times, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Times I actually didn't have it with me. So I didn't realize if it was an illusion, if I was alive, if I was dead, if I was living one life or not. So, clocks to me have always been a reminder that use the time wisely because honestly, when it stops, it stops.
Mm. Yeah,
You think it's some
yeah.
creepy thing that your time is coming, but reality is your time is now. Use it.
That's very apt. Like I get the needing something to ground yourself. I struggle with sleep and dreams and knowing the difference between being awake and being dreaming, I guess. So I count my fingers because in dreams you have more fingers. You have like an odd amount of fingers, or like way more than you should. So counting my fingers makes it concrete. It makes it solidified. It makes me remember where I am, and if I've got the right amount of fingers, if I've got all 5, then I know that I'm here, right, and then the here and now, rather than somewhere else.
Should have a backup method then too, because what if your dream has the right amount of fingers?
Haven't ran into that problem yet. But you're not wrong. If your mind realizes that it's your method of figuring out, what's to say it doesn't just tip it over the edge.
Mm-hmm. Always good to have a backup. Maybe try the time.
The TikToks.
Mm-hmm. I'm sick of JT.
Yeah, it is always ticking.
Use it wisely.
I'll try to. I will try to.